Okay, air signs. I'm just going to do some type of intuitive reading for February for the air signs, all air signs. It's just going to be like intuitive. There's not going to be like a spread or anything. It's just whatever deck I feel like using, whatever I'm being called to do is what I'm going to do for February. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Mox, might need to look at that actually. Your card came out, the star. I feel like I need to delete that. I feel like it was in there for a reason. Star, Aquarius, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. Number 17, which is an 8. 1's are fresh starts, and 7 is the universe and God working together. I just saw 111 clock. 7 plus 1 is 8, which is God's grace and strength. His strength gives you grace. Choose wisely. Number 7, the universe, God working together again. Dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. Choose wisely. I feel like this has something to do with something on the 3D plane, because we have 5 hand motions. They look like direction. Some type of sign language. Could be mudras. There's 2 birds in the air flying over water. And there's even 5 pillars on the dock that this guy's like meditating on, and he's like got his hands open. Choose wisely. Oh wow, there's a lot of cards in here. Maybe it's telling me to choose wisely. These cards. I just looked at I see, which is the 3rd eye chakra. We need to do a chakra cleanse. Then we have the number 8, which 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. Then we have an 8. And it's funny, because why did I say 8 was? Strength, which power, this is strength and tarot. Could be done with the Leo, the lion. It's usually I did a Aquarius reading earlier, and it had a card that popped out that had the infinity symbol, which is usually on the power card, strength card, but it's not on here right now. And it's weird because I feel like this could be the King of Swords on half of it. Reminds me of the King of Swords for some reason, or a Leo. You might be needing to make a choice between a Leo or an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Maybe you need to choose your spiritual strength. Not sure. Intuition. Interesting. Choose wisely. Intuition. Triumph. Number 7. 17, 7, 7. 17 makes 8, and then 2 is about choices, and then we have choose wisely. Choose one more from this deck. The waiting game. And number 2 again. So all this combined, bottom of the deck, material and spiritual prosperity. Which is number 6, which is about redirection. Like I said, there's a lot of direction going on. I don't know sign language, but this could be sign language. It could be mudras. So let's see. 7 times 14, 15. Wait, 7 times 3 is 21. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 34. So 7. All these cards add up to 7. Plus 6 would be 13. It's a 4. It's about firm foundation. Interesting. The star, the waiting game. Choose wisely, intuition, power, triumph. I have the waiting game, intuition, triumph. Which, this reminds me of like, this is the 7 of Wands in tarot, which is about public victory, which to me, this is the card where it's like you post something and someone sees it. And then the star, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. And then choose wisely, like what direction. And power is the strength card. You might have to be dealing between an Aquarius and a Leo, or the star, choose wisely, power. We'll clarify it with, what's this deck? Material and spiritual prosperity. For some reason I'm like, fame. Because it's public victory, the star, power, material and spiritual prosperity. The waiting game. Just like a seed is planted. And this kind of reminds me of like the solar system, the orbit. It's like the waiting game, maybe waiting on stars to align or planets to align. Something in astrology, intuition, triumph, the star, the waiting game. Choose wisely. I want to look. Okay, I'm just going to show you all this because maybe you can look this up on Google or something. What this means. I mean, it's hard to find symbols, which made me get into this whole thing. I just saw. I see. I feel like I have to say that. Which it's hard finding symbols. When I started tarot, like, or when I looked at the decks 3 years ago when I first got my first one, which I didn't really open them. I just was like, I found one that was like an Egypt one. It's my favorite. And I was like, I'm going to start tarot with that. It's impossible to like find hieroglyphics that go with the pictures. Like, it's crazy. It's like, it's so much harder to find stuff without words. It just shows how there's so much more out there than we have the vocabulary for. Because when you're like trying to find something, you can't think of a word for it because there's not a word yet. Like, you're like, shit. Happens a lot in tarot. Okay. So let's clarify the star. I keep seeing the IC. Maybe you're very intuitive at this time. The moon, there's going to be a new moon in Aquarius. Air sign. Oh, I just got really stiff. Like, I'm just like this all of a sudden. I don't know why. Okay. Here we go. I'm not even kidding. The star. There's 78 cards in tarot and only one of each card in the deck. So when the same card pops out twice in any spread, I'm always like, pay attention. But when it pops out in the same spot, definitely pay attention. So whatever I said, I take it as that's it. when I get the same card in the same spot, I don't want to like go any further into it. So you might want to rewind. I don't want to like confuse anything or add anything to it. I feel like that's just confirmation that what I said is what. I've never noticed how bright this is. And it's weird though, because this is Aquarius. Remember how I said like could be done between an Aquarius or a Leo, and then I just saw how bright this was. I've always thought of it as a star, but with its beams coming out, it looks like the sun, which is a Leo card. So maybe you're an Aquarius and you're dealing with a Leo. Doesn't have to be. 6 of Wands. Which is this triumph, public victory. Weird, y'all. Weird. I'm just gonna put that there. I don't think I said what I was trying to. Maybe it's saying choose wisely what you're gonna post, or choose wisely. Maybe you're about to be famous. Your dreams are coming true. You just need to decide. So choose wisely. It has all these directions. And we have the 3 of Swords, which is about logic or communication. There's no such thing as heartbreak. It's all in our head. That's why there's 3 of Swords. It can be about like health as well. It can be about third-party situation. Ace of Swords can be about an epiphany. It can be like a fresh start in communication. I always say it's an epiphany, especially with this card. See how there's like a spiral staircase and then it's like light coming out of it, like going down the rabbit hole basically. And then there's all these equations. Maybe an epiphany about heartbreak. It's weird because there's a person on the dock meditating and they're around water. So water is very like intuitive. When I moved here, that's when everything started opening up for me. Like being this close to water, really, like water is huge, 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 huge. And I used to be in bathtubs and stuff all the time, but I never really noticed it until like being out here with the ocean, where I just saw like synchronicities and stuff a lot. This can be, I think this is the 7 of Cups too, which is about like illusions, dreams, can be about confusion, opportunities. Maybe you're confused right now about what your spiritual strength is. Some type of epiphany about heartbreak or some type of communication about an ending. Maybe the end of confusion. You're gonna get some clarity. Oof. Nails falling off. Any type of distraction is big. Let's clarify the power. 1 blue eye and 1 green. It reminds me of that movie Practical Magic where she like wishes for a guy with 1 green eye and 1 blue. Queen of Wands. These are both fire signs. Maybe you are in your power right now. You're like feeling good. You're looking good. You're connected to God, the universe. You've tamed your ego, which can be like the Strength card. You're working on your inner self and it's showing on your outer self. You're like glowing up. You're like becoming wise and you're able to tame your reactions. Could be healing. The Star card could be about healing too. Healing. Choose wisely. Clarify the waiting game. Whoa. The Sun and the 9 of Cups. Okay, again, remember I was like sun, let's like the sun, strength, Leo. A lot of Leo energy in this reading for this to be an air sign reading. This is also the happiest card in the deck. Then we have the 9 of Cups. Could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the 7 of Cups. Happiest card in the deck, and this stands for like wish fulfillment. The waiting game. Like a seed has been planted, someone's waiting on it to bloom. I feel like somebody is like on a path. Maybe something that you've manifested. Someone's on a path right now. Going down that rabbit hole. Get to the root of the situation so that this can blossom maybe. And it's weird, like look at how much sun, like how bright all this is. Okay, so look at all that light. Look at all that light. Lights. I mean that like star in the background, but it's like bright. Then this light, epiphany. There's even light. They're like pointing to that. Just got light. I mean, I guess that could be light. All the lights on them. Light. Light. So much light. So much light. I feel like somebody needs to follow the light. And that looks like that's what they're doing. Maybe. Follow the light. Follow what keeps your vibration high. High vibes. Okay. Intuition. 3 of Cups. Could be something about your past. Could be saying to go out. Intuition about the past. It could be like celebrating. It could be about following the stars. Like there's a lot of stars in this reading. All these candles too. Maybe somebody's sending you on like a scavenger hunt for Valentine's Day or something. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Maybe because this dude's like following. It reminds me of a labyrinth. I mean, it's not, but I mean, I guess it could be, but it's like the orbit. But and like time's running out. Is it? Time's running out. Somebody's like following what keeps their vibes high is what I feel like this is saying. Intuition. Like to look up at the stars. All this is like, there's a lot of space in this. This is solar system. All this light. The cups are in the air. And not all of the cards are like this. There's usually a lot more like earth energy. Public victory, intuition. This could be about like gratitude, like thanking their lucky stars. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I feel like your ancestors. I don't know. This is weird that I'm even saying this. I'm even saying that. I would never say that, and I don't know why I'm saying that. Okay. The High Priestess. This is a very, very empathic reading, y'all. It's all about like light. The High Priestess is all about intuition too. This is the same card as this. And I don't know why I pulled it out because I already had these. Intuition, maybe to like post something. And I see all these hands. Could have to do with like energy healing. So you see how her eyes are closed? I've never noticed this. Her eyes are closed, but they're open. It's like she sees more with her eyes closed. That's what the High Priestess. Might have something to do with the moon cycle too. Like I said, the new moon is in Aquarius. her eyes are closed. Everybody's eyes are closed. Definitely need to meditate. Maybe look at your natal chart. So these people are looking at the stars. Maybe get someone to read your chart or go to, what is it called? Cafe-astrology.com. Maybe, oh no, let's pull another one because I put it there for a reason. Let's clarify material and spiritual prosperity. Four of Pentacles. This is like the lack card, holding back a lack mindset. It's clarifying the material and spiritual prosperity. Oh my god. And then third eye chakra. Oh my god. Third eye chakra, which is the IC card. I think I was saying, I kept looking at IC. This would be IC. This is closing your eyes. This is the third eye. Her eyes are open because she can see more with the third eye. And then guess what's underneath that? Light. I was like, there's so much light. There's so much light. And then there's two sixes, and sixes are not bad. They are, it's like a redirection. So I feel like your third eye is opening and you're going to be able to see more. Whatever you've been holding back from, you're going to realize like you manifest. By giving, you receive. But you've got to be like open to receive. So when you're like holding on to stuff, you're not able to receive. See how her hands are full? She can't accept anything. Her eyes are closed too. Her eyes are really closed. It's like she's holding on to her chakras. She's holding on to the imbalance of her chakras because they're not in alignment. It's Roy G. Biv, and it's red. They have red, green, yellow, and blue. I said something. Didn't I say something about aligning your chakras earlier? Maybe balancing your chakras. You can go to YouTube and listen to like Tibetan. This is Tibetan music behind me, but there's like a Tibetan singing bowl chakra balance that you can do in like 12 minutes. Really think you need to meditate for sure. I feel like answers are going to come to you. I'm going to read one of these. I'm going to read the Triumph card. The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self-control, hard work, and perseverance, it's likely to manifest a triumphant outcome. It's time for you to be single-minded and focused on the end goal. Visualize the successful results as if it were happening right now. When you've achieved what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges will be significantly increased. When you try to move forward without balance, direction, or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Now is not the time to let go or allow the river of life to pull you in its current, as you can so easily lose control. Grab your oars, grip them tightly. Crazy how she's like gripping her stuff tightly. And steer carefully towards your highest aim or destination. The Triumph card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs and the challenges that face you. This is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others as well as to use the inner resources that are within you. Which is funny because we have these intuition cards like the High Priestess and the Intuition, and they were on top of, or where is it? the Three of Cups, which is about like going out and like with like friends. This can be like-minded people. That's awesome. Alright, so we'll get into your extended. If you're interested in that, I will put a link below. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is interesting read.